Hello everyone, welcome to our B Educare Law YouTube channel. So with us is Aarya Ambhore, who has came up with the flying colors in Law 3-year CET results, 99.97 percentile. Is that correct, Aarya?
Yeah, it
So
is.
first of all, congratulations to you, tons and tons of congratulations. You have made B Educare so much proud. Okay, so Arya, tell me, what
Thank you
was
so
your
much.
immediate reaction? What was your immediate reaction once you saw your results?
Honestly, I kept on scrolling, like zooming in, कि like ये 99 ही है, कि 96 है, कि
Oh,
99 point something else is there. So for like 1 hour, I was just doing that.
मतलब यकीन नहीं हो रहा था कि वही रिजल्ट है क्या जो दिख रहा है वही रिजल्ट है कि नहीं. ओके.
हाँ, वही.
Okay, so it was like okay, how much your parents were happy with your results? How was your parents' reaction?
They have started calling me Advocate Arya now already.
Oh, wow.
It's, yeah.
That's so great. Okay, so before we move ahead, Arya, tell me uh, what was your academic background before this particular exam? What were you doing in your graduation, and how did you end up deciding? Okay, I want to do law and I want to give law exam. And how did you end up with B Educare as well? So tell me briefly about it.
Okay. So, I am a double major. I have done political science from
Okay.
Wilson and I have done sociology from KC.
Oh, wow.
And during the political science degree in second year, I had a paper called General Introduction to Law.
Okay.
And that was my first ever introduction to studying law. And it was very satisfying. Like, I
Okay.
remember we did contracts, the Contract Act and the Hindu
Correct.
Marriage Act and everything. And it was really fun dwelling into all of that. So I decided I'm going to pursue law.
So that particular topic, this was a deciding factor in your life. Okay, अभी, law करना है.
Ha ha, definitely.
Correct. So how did you end up with the B Educare classes?
So I Googled MH CET classes near me because
Sure.
uh, I live in the western suburbs and there is not a B Educare branch here.
Sure.
There's only in Central Line. So इतना दूर तक जाके I spoke to different institutes as well. And I remember I had called someone from B Educare and I had straight up asked them कि why should I do B Educare and not this?
Oh,
And the answer they gave me was very satisfying. Ki, like we specialize in MHCET.
correct.
And that's all I needed to hear.
Correct. Okay. Now, what was your overall preparation strategy for your exam? What was to start from day one to day last? What was going through in your mind throughout the journey of your preparation?
Before I answer that question,
Sure.
huge shout out to Kundan sir and Kotak ma'am
Yes.
because when I started doing logical reasoning, I
Correct.
was super intimidated by it. Like it was
Okay.
a very scary subject for me. And
Okay.
Kundan sir, because the way he teaches
Correct.
and the specialized attention that I got from him,
Correct.
उसकी वजह से वो थोड़ा डर चला गया.
100%.
And my
Yes.
static GK is not that good. And Kotak ma'am has these handwritten notes and these techniques, and she's always in like she does like a story thing with history,
Okay.
and that helped me remember a lot of things.
Wow, that's great thing to hear. So
Yeah.
faculties played one of the major roles in your preparation, if I'm not going wrong. Correct?
Yes, yes, definitely. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay. So what about apart from the faculties, what about mocks? How many mocks you gave for your preparation?
Um, I don't remember the exact number, but I attempted most mocks with the idea that I want to be exposed to more questions
Correct.
because mocks are different from the actual exam. So, um, आई डेंट वॉन्ट टू बी इंटिमिडेटेड बाय माई स्कोर कि इसमें मुझे कम आया इसमें मुझे ऐसा क्यों हुआ तो आई जस्ट took it as a learning opportunity instead and towards the end I think I gave like 5 6 mocks
Five, 6 months,
मतलब
but
properly.
yeah,
Yeah,
but they were very quality mocks. Like you gave it with the full
yeah,
potential and full 100%. Okay, after mock, did
yes, yes.
you analyzed your mocks? How are you going? How are you doing? Was your graph going up with every mock?
Not really, it depended on what topic came, like if it was a logical reasoning section that I had done bad in, then if it was like say direction test, then I probably done good in it. But if it were like seating arrangement, then I probably did bad in that. So I found out what topics I was not good at and what I was actually doing okay with. And I just redid it again and again.
Sure. So you talked
Yeah.
about Kundan sir, you talked about Kotak ma'am, how they really shape you up as a student, how they give you an edge above every other student. What about the mentorship? B Educare में आपको mentorship guidance, what about that? How was your reaction to mentorship and guidance which you received from B Educare?
Mentorship, I have only been in consistent contact with Kundan sir and Kotak ma'am, so that only acted as a mentorship to me.
Okay, so
Not in like study wise also, but I would ask them other questions also. Like I was also preparing for NLSAT exam, and I was
sure.
talking to Kotak ma'am a lot about it.
Sure.
And after the results also, I was speaking to them.
Okay. And how about when you come across doubts in your studies, in your curriculum, where everyone available for your doubt solving sessions?
Yes, yes, all the time. And I would get like, I remember I keep on harassing Kundan sir, like, ऐसा क्यों है, ऐसा क्यों है? And he would
Yeah,
just sit very patiently through
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So that was there.
He is very patient that way. Yeah. So we are
Yeah,
aware of
yeah.
it. Yes. Okay. Since our young aspirants are seeing this video, one of the major challenges in the CET exam one faces is the time management. That how do you solve a particular question within the time frame? So how do you manage the time factor, the challenge with regards to time?
Okay, so you can look at it from a very comprehensibility way instead of a time way. So there's two ways you can go about it, which something I did.
Sure.
So again, the mocks I gave for exposure to different questions. So sometimes कैसे question में not रहता है, cannot रहता है. So the more you expose yourself to that, the more you understand कि ये फटफट मुझे ये tick करना है.
Okay.
And the other part of it was just external reading. Just
Okay.
read a lot so that you're used to reading. एंड फिर
Okay.
फट से पता चल जाता है कि ये होगा.
तो
यू
आपका
पिक
रीडिंग
आउट द
स्पीड
कीवर्ड
मैटर
एंड
रीडिंग स्पीड बढ़
यस,
रही
अ लॉट या.
Okay. So one of the student was saying, directly in the RC, go to the question and then go in the reverse way. Before reading the RC, first read the question and then go to the RC. So that is what is helping
दैट इज अ
your,
ट्रिक. I'm
yes,
sorry, that is the trick that only works with CET because the four options are just so apart.
correct,
Questions you can easily match them,
correct,
but it's always a good idea to read it. Otherwise, गलत हो जाएगा तो you're losing one whole mark.
correct. Okay. So yeah. So again, हमारे aspirants जो देख रहे हैं, if I tell you top three tips for them, what would it be?
Read a lot. That is
Read.
one thing. Read anything you get. It doesn't have to be anything specific. उसकी वजह से comprehend critical thinking भी engage होगा तो you can very easily solve a lot of questions. And second of all, have weekly goals.
Sure.
Like for example, I was very bad with static GK. So I would do like a set routine कि before this Sunday I have to finish history or economics.
Correct.
And ऐसे कर करके you build up slowly and then you remember anything. These are the main
Correct.
things.
So this is the reading
Yeah.
and weekly timetable or scheduling for yourself, correct?
Yes.
And the hard work which you put in, dedication, discipline, and all. Okay, now starting from the first day till the last day of your results, or even till the time you get admission, how would you like to brief B Educare as the classes? How did he help you?
Um, it is a very welcoming space, I would say that.
Correct.
Like you can start off from someone who knows nothing about logical reasoning
Sure.
and get these many marks also. And you can also start off as someone who knows enough and
Sure.
then you get all this material as well.
Sure.
And I was in the evening batch and I really liked how consistently we had those 5 to 7 hours. Sorry, 5 to 7 timing, 2 hours, like 4 times a week, and it gives you an structure, which is very important.
Correct. What was it? Was the environment very jolly or was it very stressful while studying?
No, no, it was very jolly. It was very jolly.
Okay.
I remember again the anecdotes from class. It was very chill. That
Okay.
is one thing I would say. There was no, like, I have to do this, I have to get into this. It was not like a typical coaching space where you are
Correct.
consistently hammered to get more marks.
Correct. So, Arya, was the B Educare materials very sufficient for you guys to, go ahead with your preparation? Like, did it cover all the chapters, all the topics, all the concepts?
Yeah, I definitely did. Like, we had ample for static GK and legal as well. There
Okay.
was a little extra also that, it would help you as a lawyer in the future now.
Correct.
But perfectly ample, all the books.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what was your best memory in the class? What you will remember in your future? क्या अरे ये हुआ था class में? The small incidents or
Now
something.
I'm sure it's something related to a logical class where I got the answer first because I
Okay.
was struggling so hard in logical,
Oh,
and I'm sure it's one of the questions there.
okay. Okay. So we over here, let me tell you, as much as you are happy, all the faculties, especially your favorite faculties, Kundan sir, Kotak ma'am, all are very, very happy with your score. And we all wish you very, very good college ahead and very, very good future ahead in your law. So all the best, Arya.
Thank you so much.